Good day, Wisconians. So this is one of the easiest and one of the shortest lessons for business finance, and this is personal financial planning. So based on our previous lesson, we were already able to discuss what personal finance is, and we were also able to identify the five areas of personal finance, which are earning, spending, saving, investing, and then protection. And we are also able to tackle each of the five stages of an individual's lives and also discuss their financial sources and financial management goals. And by the way, those five stages are teenage years, young adulthood, starting a family, planning to retire, and then retirement. For today's lesson, we are going to focus on personal financial planning. Guys, did you notice that a lot of individuals or a lot of Filipinos only realize the value of financial security when accidents happen or when unforeseen circumstances happen. Or siguro what we can all relate to is the pandemic. Di ba, due to that experience, a lot of us just realized the value of being financially secured. And due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many vloggers, many TV personalities, and many content creators are now promoting financial literacy and awareness through their platforms, which actually makes me so happy, no? Yung mga content creators nowadays, hindi na lang puro sugal, hindi na lang puro promote ng products na magpaganda, or mga skincare, or anything under the sun. Nowadays, they're also promoting financial literacy. And even you guys, as students, you can, even though you still have limited finances, you are still required to learn on how to manage your finances. And remember that personal financial planning is necessary for attaining your overall life goals. So let's proceed with our learning objectives. So for this lesson, you should be able to do the following. Number one, enumerate the steps in personal financial planning. Number two, create a personal financial plan. And number three, realize the importance of personal financial planning by applying various money management philosophies. So ano ba yung mga yan? Ano ba yung mga money management philosophies na yan? We will discuss that later on. Now, let's first define financial literacy. Financial literacy refers to the fundamental knowledge of an individual regarding the management and use of his or her money. Financial literacy is the basic foundation of your relationship with money, as it aids you in setting your financial goals and crafting well planned strategies. So, di ba sometimes us Filipinos, the first thing that comes to our mind when we hear the word financial literacy or financial awareness is pera or money. And that may be true. But of course, financial literacy is more than just money or more than just pera. Financial literacy also involves having the knowledge and skills necessary to manage money wisely. So financial literacy empowers individuals to take control of their finances and to also avoid poor financial decisions and to work towards financial independence. What do we get in return when we are financially literate? So guys, being financially literate helps individuals set realistic financial goals and to craft strategies to achieve them and also to adapt to financial challenges. So now that you guys know what financial literacy is or what is its definition, now we will proceed to personal financial planning. So, personal financial planning in a broad sense refers to systematically brainstorming ideas to identify possible courses of action to achieve financial goals. Di ba guys, when we go to field trips or when we travel abroad or even out of town, di ba we sometimes set some We set some itineraries or even sometimes we prepare ahead of time kung ano yung mga possible na pwede nating dalhin, ano yung mga possible na pwede nating isuot, or saan yung mga pwede nating puntahan sa lugar na pupuntahan natin when we go traveling. But guys, in financial planning, it is about organizing and strategizing ways to achieve financial objectives. So kapag you guys are traveling or going on tours, your objective is to have fun, to unwind, or just to spend time with your family. But in financial planning, your goal is to achieve financial objectives. Now let's go to personal financial planning. So from a more personal perspective, personal financial planning involves setting your personal financial goals and identifying the most feasible ways to achieve these goals, including tactical means of acquiring, spending, saving, and investing your funds. So of course, if financial planning is setting aside or setting specific possible courses or plan of action towards achieving your financial goals. In personal financial planning, it is focused on managing an individual's finances to align with his or her personal life goals. Kumbaga, to make it simpler, financial planning is the generic term for this one. But of course, when you make it personalized, it's already called personal financial planning. Let's differentiate these two pa. So, some challenges in financial planning is that you may set unrealistic goals. Kasi you are setting goals without considering current financial capabilities. Kasi nga hindi siya personalized. And also, one challenge of financial planning as well is lack of discipline. So you may have difficulty in adhering to budgets or saving plans. And lastly, one of the last challenges of financial planning is unexpected life events. Kasama dito yung mga emergencies or economic changes that may disrupt your plan. While personal financial planning naman has clarity and focus. So it helps you or it helps us prioritize spending and saving habits to align with our financial objectives. And also, a personal financial plan helps us to be prepared because it ensures that we are ready for both planned expenses and, of course, unplanned expenses. And also, it helps us inculcate and improve decision making, meaning to say, it encourages you to make smarter financial choices by weighing costs and benefits. Now that you guys know what personal financial planning is all about, now let us proceed to the document itself or to the plan itself. So we call that a personal financial plan. So a personal financial plan is a comprehensive document that includes one's financial goals, savings and investments, a list of expenditures and debts. So, like I said before, this one is already your document or your physical evidence about your financial goals and savings. So, this includes specific goals such as savings for retirements, paying off debts kung kailan ka magbabayad, how much is the amount, or building an emergency fund. So, these are some of the examples that can be included in your personal financial plan. And what's the purpose of having a personal financial plan? The purpose of having this one it is that it helps individuals understand where they stand financially, and it also guides them in making informed decisions about spending, saving, and investing. So ano pa yung mga pwedeng ilagay dito sa personal financial plan? Financial goals. Ito yung mga clear, measurable objectives na kunwari kailangan nyo mag-ipon ng 100,000 in 1 year. And then you can also include your savings and investments here. You can detail how much money is set aside for your trip to Europe or your gas allowance for the month of June, so on and so forth. And also you can add here your expenditures. This can be your monthly expenses such as bills, groceries, so you can track your cash outflows. And also you can include your debts, including your loans, your credit card balances that you haven't paid yet. Okay? All right, now let's discuss money management philosophies and principles. Money management is the process of saving, investing, and spending your funds. The concept of money management is one of the factors to consider when you want to implement your financial plan successfully. So, when we say philosophies and principles, these are like your guidelines or your tips on how to handle your finances. These involves a strategic approach to saving, investing, and spending money, and ensuring that your resources are allocated effectively to achieve financial goals and maintain economic well-being. So, number one, financial knowledge is the key. What does this mean? So, this means that you need to understand the basics of personal finance, such as paulit-ulit tayo yung budget, saving, investing, and managing debt. Because having the basic knowledge of these concepts will empower individuals or empower you students to take control of your finances. And you can also identify opportunities for growth. For example, if you students are taught about compounding interest, you will also, in return, utilize it in the future kasi alam ninyo yung concept of compound interest. So you can start saving early to maximize long-term returns. Next is be responsible for your funds. This means that you need to be accountable for how you earn, how you spend, and how you save money. This ensures that you have financial disciplines. So how can we apply this in real life? So example, you are regularly tracking your expenses to ensure that your money is spent on necessities and aligned with your goals. So for example, nagkakaroon kayo ng mga journal or ng mga trackers. Di ba may mga apps na rin sa phone where you can track your expenditures and expenses? Or if gusto niyo yung manual na nagsusulat, pwede naman yun sa mga journals ninyo, sa mga diaries ninyo, just to track your expenses. You can also do that. So you just need to be accountable with your own funds. Next, fewer debts and more income generating resources. This means that you just need to minimize your debt and also focus on building sources of passive or active income. How do we apply this in real life? If kaya mong hindi kumuha ng credit card, then better. Or if may credit card ka, of course, you need to pay it on time and you need to pay it in full. Okay? And also, you need to have side hustles in order to generate extra income. Fourth, do not spend more than what you earn. Living within or below your means ensures that your income exceeds your expenses. Di ba kadalasan na natin naririnig to sa mga vlogs or even sa mga napapanood natin na reels, di ba? Sinasabi, do not spend more than what you earn or live within your means, parang mga ganyan. But are we really applying it in real life? You know, guys, masayang nakikita na may mga kape tayo every week or nagta-travel tayo every week, but can we really afford it? Or are we just impressing people on social media? You know, guys, overspending leads to debt. Yung iba, para lang makapagyabang nangungutang. Yung iba, para lang makapagyabang kung ano-ano yung binibili pero financially stressed na sila. And yung iba, kung ano yung mga binibiling hindi naman kailangan pero 'pag oras ng emergencies wala ng pambili. So we really need to track our expenses so we are living within our means. And last principle is invest early and make more money. This means to say that starting investments early allows individuals to take advantage of compounding growth so you can maximize your returns over time. For example, a 25-year-old investing 5,000 monthly in a mutual fund ay mas malaki yung kita versus a 35-year-old making the same investment. Why? Because the 25-year-old investor started early. Okay? So very important, alam niyo naman yan, the factor of time in investing is very important because the longer or the more time that you invest, the higher the returns. Okay? So kapag you started early, of course, you will also make more money. And by the way, disclaimer, these money management philosophies and principles vary from one person to another. I am not expecting you guys to follow all of these, but of course, syempre naman, sana may mga i-apply pa rin naman kayo, mga philosophies sa nasabi. Kahit isa man lang dyan in your daily lives, okay? So these philosophies are just a foundation for maintaining discipline in our personal finances, okay? So when we adopt these values into our lives, like financial knowledge, responsibilities, controlled spending, and early investments, we can build a solid framework for achieving financial stability and, of course, for long-term success. This will be our case study, but I'll just present this during our face-to-face session. So yeah, same thing. We'll proceed with the questions for the case study on our face-to-face session. So that's the end of my lesson on personal financial planning. I hope that you guys learned something on this lesson. And yeah, so good luck and please study hard for your second quarter examinations. Bye.